Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and assembled gentry, and welcome to Quests and Chaos. I'm your Dungeon Master, Tiana Wren Hansen, and my pronouns are she, her, fey, fair. Tonight we're continuing our adventure in Phandelver and Below, but first, some quick announcements. Phandelver and Below is sponsored, as always, by the Deck of Inspiration, which is a game-breakingly wonderful thing for the players, and I occasionally use them too. We also have new merch in the merch store. #blessed shirts and dice trays, thank you, James, are currently available at shop.questsandchaos.com. We are #blessed, and you can join us in that state of bliss if you so desire. I have some inspiration cards that carried over from last time. I believe you all do as well. And yeah, things are relatively quiet at the moment. Before we dive into the story, I want to say something up front. I owe WotC an apology with an asterisk next to it.
Oh.
So last week, I was complaining about the lack of maps of the area around Phandalin. They do exist. They're just not in a spot that makes sense for where my brain was trying to find it after I had just gotten off of this week-long trip to Houston. They're at the very beginning of the book when they're talking about, here's the town of Phandalin, here's some history about it, here's what's going on. So there are maps, and I am providing y'all with your player copy.
Awesome.
I have already marked Knox Hollow.
Oh,
Holler.
great. I love it.
That said, I will not be adhering to the distances in this module
Sure.
because, frankly, I think that they're stupid, and it's very difficult to deal with when you're dealing with a sandbox adventure of this nature, especially when you're tying it into Gundren and all of the things going on with it.
No miles, just vibes.
Exactly. So everything will be basically like a day to a day and a half travel. I've got my copy too that is marked up.
A sandbox. Literally, you can travel the distance from one end to the other in 2 seconds.
Love that.
I mean, I could use this as a time to demonstrate why random encounters can be interesting, but frankly, I still don't like random encounters all that much, even after Adam tried to convince me that they're cool. So, you know, I can maybe be persuaded if I try them at some point, but I want to do that with an encounter table that I create myself to actually give the feel of the land that I want to have. So, if you're expecting Phandelver and Below to have the correct distances, don't. It won't be. This is me. I am bad at distances. I am bad at directions, and much like the enemies sometimes have as many hit points as are narratively interesting, the destinations are as far away as I find amusing.
Love it.
So, with that out of the way, join us as we dive into Phandelver and Below. Last time on Phandelver and Below, Genji walked under the night sky, drinking in the beauty of the stars. As he communed with the land and the stars, he heard the voices of his family, encouraging him to take their names into legend. And so he came into his own a little bit. The following morning, the party decided to go to the ruins of Thundertree to find the druid Radoth, who may know where Craigmaw Castle is. They stopped off at the nearby Alderley farm to ask if they could borrow horses for the trek, and met Qualith and her son, Carp. Carp told them about a weird tunnel in the surrounding hills where the Red Brand seemed to use as a secret entrance. The party noted that information, but continued on their way out of town. Unfortunately, the Red Brand problem came calling before they could leave, and a fight broke out in the streets. The party was victorious and found out more about the threat. Nox demanded information from Harbin about why this problem was a problem, and he explained that the town doesn't have a militia or resources to get one. So they're hoping to get more help from the Lord's Alliance or any of the other factions, but right now they don't have any recourse. Nox and Keaton made a bid to leave the town with the party, but Genji took a look around the town and realized how frightened everyone was about the Red Brands' retribution. He promised the townsfolk that they would help, because this was a problem. And while the others were a little less willing to throw themselves into this problem, the party decided to turn their focus toward the Red Brands and their hideout in Tresendar Manor. Fortunately, they have a little bit of a leg up. The secret tunnel Carp told them about.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Before we dive in, oh good, it is still here. Thank goodness. Before we dive in, we do have some bits that came in as I was making the transition. I apologize for that. So it is $10 from Duke Fleeg coins for the players because they're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Hey,
They are, yes, very much going to need this. All right, so where would you all like to start?
Yeah, we're following
Quellen?
Carp. To the hidey hole, yeah.
To the hidey hole.
To the hidey hole straight away.
Did we get it? I thought we were gonna go back
Yeah.
and hose off Jonathan.
Oh yeah, whole truck.
Go back to Alderley Farm and get him hosed off.
Take a minute or 30 or
Yeah, maybe
an
evening.
Maybe do a quick short rest, because I know Keaton and I
we're not the best.
are,
yeah.
You're just over here like, what? Let's go.
Yeah, no, right? Everybody, we're fine. No, yeah.
I don't know where my blood starts and their blood begins.
That's okay. Yeah, Carp, we're just gonna sit here and get these two some rest and then head out.
Yeah.
Do you want to sit in the barn? Do you want anything to eat? And Quell comes out at this point, just like, well, it's a damn fool thing to do, but gotta admire your bravery, kid.
We are heroes of a kind, so we're going to help out as best as we can.
Who's we? You got a mouse in your pocket?
Do I? I just bought these. They shouldn't have holes.
It's a joke.
Oh. Yes.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Right. You need a hose. Do you want something to eat?
I did just vomit my breakfast up, so that'd be great.
I'm gonna take out my sack lunch. Open it up. I'm assuming it's some kind of sandwich.
Yep.
I'm just gonna sit there and not look at anybody and just eat my friggin' sandwich.
And there's an apple in there too.
Okay. Is there a note?
Good luck on adventuring.
Oh my god.
I got cut fruit for lunch. Can I trade?
But Quelp does lead you, Jonathan, over to the a side area and be like, all right, hold still, and you get hosed down to get at least most of the blood off. And
You know what? I'm not going to attempt that. I was going to do.
Oh.
It's like, this is going to go terribly wrong.
it
Don't
could,
test
it
your
would be
luck.
funny, but I'm gonna encourage you not to do that. And then she hands you a towel.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah, well, I can't do a hell of a lot more to help out with your situation. So,
By the way, how's Carp doing? I imagine he saw everything. out
not
there.
everything, more than I'd want him to. But these are hard lands.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Me too. But there's something to be said, I suppose, for standing up to a bully.
That's all they are. That's all they ever will be.
Yeah, but they're well-armed bullies.
Hopefully we're better armed.
That's the hope. Get some rest. Yeah, if y'all need anything, I'll just be a holler away.
We appreciate your hospitality.
Of course. And she gently guides Carp back into the house. I'll send him out. How long y'all want to rest?
An hour.
Yeah.
Roughly an hour.
An hour.
Yeah.
Right. I'll send Carp out when y'all are ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna crash.
Please tell me that counts.
Yeah, I can't. Ooh.
I know.
Usually no, but I do see it landed on that 10.
Box.
Yeah, re-rolling the box.
Okay.
Them's the rules. We follow the rules most of the time.
Damn.
Are we all short rested?
I feel
Yeah.
great, but I can wait on you all.
Is it possible for me to attempt to give some extra zhuzh to that while also achieving my own short rest?
Yeah, what do you have in mind?
I want to do a thing. Give me a second.
Yeah.
An herbal thing.
An herbal thing? That sounds like fun. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, not that herbal thing. Got it.
Oh, yeah, no, wrong herbal thing. Yeah, I'll take some comfrey out, and I'll take a look at Jonathan, and wherever he was hit, I'll just crack open the root a little bit and let the sap seep out onto some of his wounds. And he will heal 2 extra hit points.
Ooh.
That is the last of my comfrey.
Thank you.
All right. Noted. Hopefully you'll be going to the hauler soon.
Yep. That's certainly the plan.
I appreciate the help, Nox. I know you don't have a lot of this.
It's all right.
Did we make a mistake?
Yeah. Pretty big one.
I know I didn't help with that.
Setting people on fire is generally not a good thing to do. I didn't know that's what you meant by making an example.
I don't even know what happened. You ever get that little voice in your head? Just knows exactly where to go. Every mistake, every moment of weakness, every bout of fear.
I don't know that I'd call it a voice. It's more in my gut than my head.
I wish it was more like that. At least then I could just tune it out. But, I swear that's... At least I hope that's not me. That was just a slip. That's what I keep telling myself, but, it just gets louder every time. I try to ignore it. I try to just push it back, but it doesn't stop. I don't want it. I don't want it to hurt other people. I don't want to hurt other people.
I can see that. Seems as though it scares you just as much as it scares other people.
It was just supposed to be... It was just supposed to be a simple mission. We just ride on the cart, we ride into town, and we just... I'd be on my merry way. Then I would just be another monster in the forest. A little fairy tale that people used to scare children.
You certainly scared some children. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now it's not a fairy tale. It is real.
Yeah.
They see that. That is all they're gonna see in this town now.
This town is young. I've been here longer than it. And history's funny. It doesn't always remember the things that you think it does. I'd be more concerned about your well-being than anything anybody else might be thinking about you. If something's wrong, you gotta figure that out in yourself first. Now, this voice, have you tried, I don't know, talking to it? Talking to yourself? Is there a part of you that, I don't know, is there a part of you that feels good?
I don't know.
Try to find him. I'm pretty sure I've seen him before.
I'll try.
You need help, you let us know.
Thank you. I'm not used to asking for help, but I'll do my best.
All right.
I mean it, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, just don't go waving your sword around too much. Not when you look like that. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Good. Now eat your lunch.
Jonathan just takes a deep breath and just slowly, but, surely, gets to his meal.
All right, Mr. Genji, what's the plan?
You just see Genji over there being like, no, stop. Hey, can someone help me with this hog? It keeps trying to, chew on my shirt and stuff. Yes. So, we follow Carp to the hidey hole. We go in to the hidey hole. We deal with the red brands. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
Question mark, question mark, question mark. Profit.
I suppose the other question is, what do we remember about what they said about the place? Because we know they mentioned that there were skeletons, for one.
Yeah. There's skeletons. There's a wizard named Glassstaff in there, probably summoning said skeletons, and the skeletons are holding the people inside. For what purpose of holding the people, we didn't really get an answer on that, but that's not too much of a problem. We're here to get them out and stop the Red Brand menace.
In my experiences, if they have people like that, townsfolk, they're usually using them just as a, well, as I said, free labor. So they have prisoners to make their lives easier while they just go out and pillage.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that sounds reasonable. not reasonable in the sense that it's good to do that. It is bad to do that, but we will stop it.
We will.
I would like to take out the book, and I'd like to look for any notes about skeletons. Any specific, information about their weaknesses or their habits.
Okay. Make me a history check, please.
Would I be able to do that as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Do I get anything special because they're my favorite enemy?
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they part of
Undead.
Remind me what favorite enemy does. That's gives you advantage on knowledge checks about
Int
them.
checks to recall information about them.
Then yes, you have advantage on that.
Okay, thank you.
Ooh. So that's history. That is a 19 for me.
Yeah. 18 for me because it's -1.
Dang. Skeletons are an interesting breed of undead. They tend to be raised by either they're either deliberately raised by a necromancer who is focusing on having low-cost servants, basically, who don't stink up the place, or they are brought to life by a confluence of anger or sorrow, really strong dark energy in the world. Either of these can happen. Without more information, it's hard to know if Glassstaff is the one who is raising them, or if there's something about the Manor that raises them. That's hard to say. You know that they're not particularly strong, and not particularly hard to hit. But with those knowledge checks, I will say that you know that they are particularly vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. But don't try to poison them. They don't breathe. They have no organs. That seems fairly standard, right? Are there any specific questions that you have about them?
I think just vulnerabilities was my behavior. When you think about tracking a specific type of animal, foxes have dens and et cetera, et cetera. Any little tidbits of information that my family would know from hunting undead.
Skeletons are generally bound to either a place or a person.
Okay.
So they tend to be very stay in place kind of things. Okay. They don't have much of a will of their own, and they tend to be driven by the will of whatever raised them or something connected to the land that raised them in that spot. And they're they're definitely not smart.
Okay.
So they're more of a nuisance than a real threat. But if you get enough of them, it can get pretty serious pretty quickly.
Okay.
I guess, are there any... So we know that they're weak against bludgeoning. Are there any particular strengths that we want to avoid, either resistances or some that might actually work in their favor if we try to attack? It's that's not going to do a lot.
Nothing that's going to regenerate their health or anything, but anything with poisoning, don't try it. Or anything that tries to impose the exhausted condition on them. Doesn't work.
As long as I can stabby, that's all that matters.
You can stabby. They're also not terribly observant. So as long as you're quiet, you should be able to sneak up on them fairly easily.
Gotcha.
So it looks like most of the encounters that we've had with skeletons, you just kind of want to disassemble them, hit them real hard with something blunt. They don't have organs and such, so poison's not going to do anything. But yeah, they're more of a nuisance than anything.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, does anybody have a club?
I've got some rocks.
Perfect. How many do you
Good
have?
enough.
Scoop some more up on the ground. I can carry quite a few rocks.
Excellent. Good.
Kid needs a belt pouch or something.
Yeah, as long as you carry those instead of mice, I think we're okay.
Is there still mice on me? I bought these clothes like right before our trip.
That was a really good one. Whew. Oh, I needed that.
Another joke. Got it. Okay, Carp, onward.
Carp is currently indoors with his mother.
Wait, was there any other information that you got from our
It's
not so friends?
not really. They were just very Keaton, they were very reluctant isn't the right word.
So Keaton's not here. I don't know.
Right.
That wasn't established. He's
Gotcha.
around the corner.
Gotcha.
But
They were very
Napping.
yeah, he's napping.
yeah. They were in a more surprisingly jovial mood, for lack of better terms. They basically just said didn't matter what we did.
So no information about how, like, who's in there? Is there's just skeletons in there?
Aside from
There are
Wizard
some
Glassstaff,
people, yeah,
you mentioned.
some people taken by
Yeah.
the Red Brands.
I'm
so-
sorry. There's a wizard.
Yeah, there's a wizard named Glassstaff, and I'm getting a bad feeling that I'm really hoping that he's not the one raising the skeletons. Because if there is, we might have some work cut out for us.
I mean, we've got Mr. Keaton. He's a wizard too. Carp, what are you doing in there? Oh gosh. Anyway, yeah, Mr. Keaton's a wizard, so that should be perfectly fine. You know, stories of wizards dueling, that happens.
Is this some bumfuck wizard, or have we heard of him before?
Glassstaff? I mean, I've never been here.
I'm really hoping he's as fragile as that name implies.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go wake up Mr. Watashi. You should probably go get Carp, and we should get going.
Okay.
All right. Just like I've like
Yeah,
from afar,
Now Keaton's he's like sitting out in the field, or like behind the farm or whatever, and he's just sitting cross-legged. He's just kind of trying to. You see like a piece of wheat in his mouth, and you see like around him though, you see like kind of the leaves and the dust are kind of like. It looks very like he's in a very meditative state right now. But I like that you're throwing pebbles.
Oh no,
It's
no!
like, no,
If I see that, I'm gonna come up and sit next to him and not say anything. I'm just gonna sit there.
Keaton, without opening his eyes, will just be like, "So it seems like we're going after the skeletons. I was picking up what they were putting down."
That's apparently the plan.
And Jonathan is hearing voices.
Yeah, a voice.
Okay.
I couldn't tell if it's just, him talking to himself or something
Sure.
more than that.
And Genji is leading us into the stuff around him as he looks like giggling, just kind of settles, and then he opens his eyes as they share a little laugh. I mean, I think it'll be good for the kid.
I wanted to leave.
I sensed that.
I'm not ready to be here.
When you say mistake, what are you most afraid of that you've done?
Whew. I think that's a bigger question than you think it is.
You're right. I don't mean to pry.
No. My family doesn't have the best reputation. It's not that we're bad people, it's that... Well... This town is young. And the Knox family is far older. And we solve problems that people don't like having, so they don't like asking us for help because they don't like that they have the problem. And our methods aren't exactly conventional. So being here feels like a mistake. Interacting with people feels like a mistake because of that. And I certainly don't want to be the person who can't solve the problem.
I can relate to that. But from what I've seen, again, just in our interactions and over the past week or so, I think you have a lot more problem-solving capabilities than you think. And I don't know of these methods that you speak of that your family takes up, but from what I've seen, he gestures back to the battle we just had with the Red Brains, and again, I don't know, but I'm assuming it's probably not as menacing and or combative as the methods that are being carried out in this town now. And if they are, I'm sure you have a justified reason for it.
Well, and that's not the problems we typically solve. Those are people problems. Those are town problems. Those are things that should be solved by the people who are in charge. And I'm not those people, and I certainly don't understand what needs to be done, but something does. I've just stuck my nose in something, and I got bit.
Well, again, I don't know much about that, but I'm sure that you have something for that. A salve, or a leaf, or an herb, for whatever you've gotten bit by. You're very smart, Nox. You're very smart, and you're very... I've seen what you can do. I wouldn't cut yourself so short.
Well... And, like, Nox is, like, visibly uncomfortable.
All right, and then Keaton will pick up on that and just be like, all right, let's go see what the kid's having us do.
Yeah.
And we'll get up.
Master Nox, help! The hog keeps chewing on my shirt.
Just give him your apple.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, apple, right. Oh, here you go. Oh, okay. Carp, are we ready to go?
Yeah, hearing all the commotion, Qualith comes out with Carp and just takes the situation, kind of shaking her head a little bit. Carp, honey, I left your rucksack in the house. Can you go grab that? Okay, Mom. And he runs back inside, and she looks at the four of you, just deadly serious. And my boy wants so badly to be an adventurer. Don't let him do that today. He's too goddamned young. I'm glad that he can help. But as soon as he gets you to that place, you send him straight home.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
We will.
Thank you. Didn't figure I had to say it, but gotta say it anyway. It's a troubling times, but I guess it's the price of freedom out here, isn't it? All right. Well then, I'll expect to see my boy back here within the hour.
Certainly.
Yes, ma'am.
And if he isn't, then I will rain down all of the hells on you.
Would only be fitting.
As long as we have an understanding. Carp comes running back out with his rucksack over his shoulders, very excited. Yes, I'm deliberately doing the woo-yah gesture.
Cute. That's very cute.
Very, very excited to be going out. All right, we ready?
Yes. Lead the way.
Okay, right this way. And he goes trotting off a little faster than you may have expected from someone with such short legs.
I'm looking ahead of Carp. I'm like mom eyes. Yeah.
I'm just hurrying to stay behind him just in case, to make sure if anything does happen, I can just keep him safe.
Yeah, no, that is entirely fair. Just verify how far away this bloody place is.
So far.
It's
so far away.
It's
so far.
Interestingly,
How
far
vibe away is it?
Sing a song, it's a travel song, and you wanna go somewhere.
That is the new unit of measurement. How vibe away is it?
Is it like light walk? Is it like mini hike?
It's more of a mini hike. It's about 20 minutes-ish out of town, but I'm going like up the side of a hill.
Oh, elevation. Oh no.
Well,
Carp.
Well, and it's more because he's like leading you around the outside of the entire town to get to the backside of the hill that the manor is on, and that hill is pretty substantial because it was made to sit over the town.
Yeah, follow along and took Mama Alderley's words to heart and is very focused on making sure Carp is not out of his sight.
I'm keeping an eye out for any red brands, any suspicious things, making sure that we are giving the mansion a wide berth.
I'd like everyone to give me a perception check, please.
Oh, please tell me I'm still blessed.
Have the gaze continue to bless you in the box.
great.
Nope, same number.
They blessed me enough.
You know what? Enough is a blessing.
It's better than good. It's good enough.
11.
16.
25.
4. Yeah.
So you have walking around the birth of the town. You're getting like the vibe of the surrounding area because now that things have calmed down a little bit, people are going back to their day. And you aren't close enough to hear anything, but you are close enough to read body language as you see people in ones and twos going about their day. There's a lot of tension in the town. You don't see any red brands. You have a feeling based on like the wide circumference you take around the town that for the moment you've dealt with all of the ones that aren't in their hidey hole. So you have a little bit of this breathing room. Won't last much longer because people are going to start asking questions. But at least for right now, you may have the drop on them. And finally, Carp leads you around to a cave that's on the backside of the hill. He's like, all right, this is where I saw them come in and out of, and they almost saw me. But they didn't see me because I'm very good at hiding because I'm a mighty adventurer. And there were also those weird goblins with the glowing hands and the eyes. I only saw them once. They went in. Don't know where they are now, but that's it there.
Okay. Great. So we're gonna head inside, and you've done very well for your first adventure, Master Carp.
You're about to send me home, aren't you?
No. I actually, and then Keaton will like kind of get down on his knees, reach into his pouch, and pull out. It's like a little piece of fabric that's like red and yellow, and it'll be like, I need you to do something for us.
What's
if
that?
That's okay. I need you to take this, and it's like a little ribbon or something.
Sure.
And it'll be like, I need you to go back to your house, and I need you to tie this to the door, okay? Because we may be having some reinforcements coming, and I need you to go back and make sure that you greet them if they do arrive. This is very important.
Okay, I can be the messenger.
Wonderful.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. And he reaches out and eagerly takes the ribbon, clutching it in both hands.
Thank you very much, Carp.
Thank you.
And thank you for showing us this as well.
Yeah. Be careful. Okay, they're really mean.
For sure. And again, you are an adventurer. An adventurer gets paid when they do their work. So, thank you. Drop a silver in his hand.
Oh. Thank you. From the look on his face, this is the most money this kid has ever seen. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'll go straight back and make sure that any reinforcements know to come to me and I can take them to you, okay?
One.
Before he goes, while all of that is happening, I want to be behind Carp.
Mm-hmm.
And is he does he have like a little jacket on or something?
He has his rucksack and a little jacket, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take out of my pouch a little bottle, and inside the bottle is a feather and a nail and a little bit of dirt. And I'm going to try to slip that in his pocket.
Okay. Make me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
The DC's fairly low. He's very enamored with what's going on here.
Money.
13.
Yeah, you're able to get into his pocket with that. You kind of shift with him and drop it in his pocket as he shifts from foot to foot very excitedly.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and with that, he looks at everyone, nods again, and it seems to be studying all of you as if he's committing everything in this moment to memory before turning and trotting back toward town, taking the same route that he took to lead you here.
Oh, good job on that one. Because I was just going to send him away, but at least now he seems excited about going away. Whew. Okay, so whole...
You didn't have to put it like that.
Deal with red brands, however we do, and save the town and be heroes.
Can I look around on the ground for any skeletal footprints?
Bones, the bony feet. Well, it is October, the spookiest of seasons.
As Genji's giving his little speech, I'm
Cute.
just like, sure.
All right, now I know, folks, that this may be our first adventure for some of us, and just gonna keep speaking while...
Ian will definitely make eyes at both Jonathan and Nox as the speech continues.
I understand that sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do, and there is evil out there in the world, and it is up to us to handle it.
15.
Thank you. I'm waiting for you to take the inspiring leader feat.
It's gonna happen.
It's adorable.
What did he say, Father? I don't know, but he said it very well.
Very important. In one of my games, we called those peacock talks. So with that, looking around, this is a well-trod area through here. You can see some areas where things were dragged, probably some supplies or booty that was too heavy to pick up and carry easily. Booty, indeed.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of different kinds of tracks, but they mostly seem to be booted, humanoid, medium-sized creatures. Although there are some that are, more taloned than booted. You've just spent some time in a goblin cave. You do recognize some goblin footprints, and some bigger ones that look more goblinoid. Possibly similar to what you saw with that bugbear's feet might have done.
Okay.
And within this hole, is it completely dark? Is it like a cavern, or is it like just a new way in that seems to be like...
So it looks pitch black in there, and it looks like it goes, just kind of leading and looking in with the daylight, it looks like it goes in a ways.
Because we're not seeing any glowing green right now. That's good. Keaton will reach down, grab just like some pebble or something, and then light it up with his light, and then hand it to Genji.
And I haven't been outside for a long, or like, oh.
You're taking point, right?
Yes.
Excited to see what you can do.
Thank you. And Jonathan, if you could be up front with me. Cool. And Mr. Keaton, respectfully, if you could be further in the back, please.
Absolutely.
By the way, I can't remember. When we were at the temple, we got 3 health potions, I think.
One was used, I think.
Yeah.
One has been used, but you do have 2 more.
As I pass by, I hand one to Nox. And I just kind of give like a little thankful nod.
Put it in my pocket.
All right.
Ooh,
Oh,
much louder than I expected.
excellent.
My apologies.
And the perfect amount of energy.
And yeah, we go into the hidey hole.
Target.
Tarty. Yeah, this'll do. I made it for Death House, but it'll do for this.
Like it.
All right, so all of you go into the this cavern. So the march in order is Genji, Jonathan, Nox, Keaton.
Sure.
All right. Just verifying. I'm not telling you what it is. I'm just inquiring to make sure that I know which way, what you all are doing. All right. Using the light of this lit up pebble, tell me about your approach as you're going into this cavern.
Definitely the most semblance of sneaky that he can think of. Not as, like, if we're on a scale to, like, Noir Spider-Man and Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. We're a little bit leaning towards Kronk New Groove, Emperor's New Groove, but just, like, leaning up against the wall and just, like, making a real effort to show leadership right now, being like, okay, yeah, and go, yeah, and it's still just a straight hallway, but it's just like, yep, and we're going, and stop, and we're going.
Make me a stealth roll.
I would also like to be sneaky.
Everyone, let's go ahead and do a group stealth check.
Love it.
19.
Yeah.
24.
18.
14.
Oh yeah. The middle ground of all of that is pretty dang good. You're all a little bit nervous about this because your previous attempts at sneaking have not gone well. But as much as you might love to have Emma here right now to add a little bit more firepower, you also cannot deny it is much quieter without her here.
Yeah.
So for sneaking purposes, this is helpful. As much as we would prefer to have Emma with us, we love you, Amy. Take care of yourself. What was that?
Jonathan heard a voice.
And it made him laugh? Man, I have to step up my voices. Dang.
That was a snort.
Yes, it was. All right, so as you walk in further and further, you reckon it's about 100 feet of walking, sneaking. Doing a shockingly good job of sneaking for all that he looks ridiculous. Yep, just like that. And as you come into the space, I'd like everyone to give me your minis, please.
Oh dear.
Give me an initiative. Oh, what?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, wow, that's fun.
Already?
A little early for that, hopefully. All right, so.
I mean, to be fair, the bush was a little early too.
I have so many comments about that. I had to double the difficulty of the fight with the red brands. They have an AC of 11. The goblins that you fought at the cave behind the thicket had an effective AC of 20.
Yeah, that's insane.
Watsy.
That's insane.
If you want to see more, you should join our Patreon for the After Darks.
That was fun.
Because it doesn't take much to get Ren going on this sort of thing. I will just rant. So as you step through and you like hold the space in front of you opens up and the darkness in front of you opens up and you see a wide cavern in front of you. A cold breeze softly sighs in this large natural cavern carrying the faint scent of decaying flesh. A crevasse with sloped walls divides the cavern and is flanked by 2 rough stone columns that support the 20-foot high ceiling. Two arched wooden bridges span the chasm.
At the decaying flesh, light gag.
Gonna pull my bandana up over my face.
All right. So are we doing a full route, or are we getting people out?
Are we?
Oh, there are people here.
I don't know. What are we doing?
You wanted to point on this, kid.
Oh no. I mean, no, yes. Well, let's keep up this very good sneaking, everybody. Just 2 thumbs up. We're really quiet. Good job. Get some information, keep eyes out, and we'll formulate as we move along with a priority of getting people out.
Good.
Understood.
Okay.
Okay. That way.
All right.
Which way are we going?
That's a great question. So looking in with the insight that you can gain from looking around in here, you do see the 2 wooden bridges. Further up ahead, at the very edge of your vision, you can see an open, gateway, an open door, perhaps. There also appears to be a little hallway that branches off from here. I'm gonna make sure that I have my damn map up.
And there's a second one over here, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think Genji's going to stick towards the wall and keep moving along the, I guess we'll put western side wall.
You're west or my west?
Sorry,
So I'm north.
yeah, you're north, so that west.
Okay.
So keeping along the western side wall towards that first entrance and sneaking along that side and then peering in to see if there's
Sorry.
people.
Genji, I would like you to make me a deception check,
Oh, interesting.
please.
Deception.
Yes.
Can I also? While we're kind of starting to shift, can I also just get a read? I want to, because you said that there was a scent of decaying. There was a soft breeze and a scent of decaying. Can I get a gauge of where the wind or where the breeze is going? Meaning, yeah, I want to know which way this breeze that we're feeling is actually moving.
Honestly, it's easier than that. As you're moving into the area, if you look down into the crevasse at all, there's bones down there.
Moving?
Are you gonna look closer?
Yes. While you're doing your deception, instinct would be find where the wind is going out, so we know where our outs are. But if it's coming from down and moving bones, then that's probably going to throw
Throw a little bit of
throw Keaton's normal soldier-esque tendencies out the window.
Sure. Looking down, this appears to be piled bones. Maybe an insight check.
Okay.
Just for funsies. And what was your deception check?
21.
Okay.
Cute.
She got a nat 20.
Damn!
See what's going on.
This looks like the aftermath of someone devouring a chicken and stacking the bones on top of each other. This looks deliberate. And looking at it, those are humanoid bones. Absolutely 100%. Probably human.
Okay. I will. I'm not, I know this is awful, but I'm not going to let Genji know what I just saw. But we'll kind of casually at some point while he's doing whatever Genji's about to do, we'll kind of touch Jarnathan, yeah. Wink, not like kind of nudge Nox and just with my eyes motion down to what I've seen. And I'm assuming they can probably pick up.
Both of you go ahead and give me insight
Oh.
checks. It's a low DC because it has now been pointed out to you as something weird. Jonathan still might miss it.
The bones in the...
4.
Okay.
More than 20.
Okay. Nox, you also pick up on this. Oh my gosh, this looks like someone stacked these bones. Jonathan, you're a little bit further behind, so you don't pick that up because your attention is caught by 2 other corpses that are underneath the southernmost bridge. These are not humans. These are goblins, but not the kind that you've seen before. These are ones with elongated skulls. Let me make sure I get this description right, because why not? Yeah, elongated skulls. They're dressed in just these weird haphazard rags. It kind of looks like they tied whatever they could find onto themselves. Yeah, that's what you get out of that.
We see that too, or no? We're just.
So you're looking at the bones, the stacked bones at the moment.
Love it.
I walk back over to Keaton. Just. Have you seen this? Look over there.
And as soon as he points it out, you see them as well.
They are corpses?
They are corpses.
Goblins, but I've never seen them like this.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Genji, when you're taking point and looking around, and as you get up to about here-ish, close to the furthest bridge from where you came in, you can feel like this little tug in the back of your mind. With that high check, I'm going to tell you that it feels like someone trying to rifle through a card catalog but not being able to get a hold of a card.
See if I see anything that would, like, I look back, see if anyone's like tied a string to my top knot or anything. Like, nope, okay. But like looking around and trying to see if I see something.
Okay, give me a perception check.
I also have a question when that is resolved.
23.
You're trying. You're holding the rock out and using the light to like scan this immediate area, and you hear like a scrap sound as something tries to hide, but you can't quite. You catch it with the light before it has a chance to disappear.
And what does it try to hide in?
It is trying to hide over here on the opposite side of the bridge.
I think.
I love that expression I'm getting.
I think.
I'm going to go ahead and
Sure. Yeah, you move
Yeah.
this right
move
there.
you up over here.
I'm right at the like at the Greystone.
This one?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's not you.
I think instinctually, with the rock in hand, he's just going to huck it with magic stone.
Okay.
For balls.
8. The lit up rock goes yeeting past this thing and clanks off the back wall, and it kind of like you see now that it's in full light. It skitters and is like looking around, and you hear, all of you hear in your minds, wait.
And what do we see that's backlit now?
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to describe. Well, I should. All right. It looks like a spiky goblin, kind of, with one eye.
It's very big.
I'm going to try to describe it to for the podcast listeners, but also this is what you're looking at.
What?
3 fingers, 3 toes, 1 large eye, and a huge gaping mouth full of teeth.
I love that you already know this one.
Yeah, I see that, and I'm like, oh, wait, and then I think back to when me and Emma, or not Emma, was it Emma? Who talked? Oh yeah, Emma talked to me telepathically.
Yep.
Yes.
And I will try and, oh God, fuck, open my mind.
No!
And staring at this thing, what are you trying to do to me?
You're strangers. I made a deal, and you're strangers, and I'm trying to figure shit out about you. So,
This is to
all
everyone?
in your heads. You can all hear it, and it's squeaky in that way that's kind of like nails on a chalkboard.
I had a question.
Oh, please.
Sure, yeah.
Earlier, would I know what would behave this way? What would stack bones like this?
Ooh, okay. Several things. Go ahead and make me a history check.
Okay.
S'il vous plaît.
And do I get to make this at advantage? I don't think I do.
You do not.
Okay. Balls.
It's a balls. It's 4. Okay. You're having a hard time recalling it, even although looking down at that now the dead goblins. When Jonathan points that out, you do see that they have been effectively disemboweled by 3 large like slash marks across their stomach.
3.
3. Just right.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Could I gauge the size of the claw marks from our new little friend to the?
Oh, that's real easy. It's a 1-to-1.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Do we when the light was thrown, what did we see on this crevasse? Is there a way across it, or are the bridges the only way across this crevasse?
The bridges are the only way that is immediate, like able to get across. Are you? Let's see. I hate that they have things in different areas for the information. It's really irritating.
And we can't hear Genji's voice going to this creature. We just see, I'm assuming we just see Genji kind of stop and like look like he's having a conversation, and then we all hear the
Well,
response.
that's the funny thing. Y'all can hear each other. It's like a party line through this thing.
Immediately just start humming a song.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh, out of my head.
Oh God, we've already been having issues with earworms today.
Yeah.
This is not helpful.
I'm sorry.
Okay, here it is. So it's about 5 to 10 feet wide, depending on where you are in this. You could probably jump it with a running start. There are the 2 bridges. It's about 20 feet deep, and it looks like. I mean, it looks like if you screw up, you could probably climb out fairly easily. It's not like straight up and down. It's like a natural little slope kind of thing. It's just not something you necessarily would want to fall into. Sure. And I would like you to give me a perception check.
12.
Where you are, and as you're looking, as the light arcs, you can see like underneath one of the bridges something that looks like a pulley system, maybe. Getting a good look at it as they're having this conversation. That bridge is not going to hold up any substantial weight.
The furthest one or the nearest one?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't use the bridges. It's just like a real quick thought to everybody.
Okay. You said a deal. What deal did you make?
Well, they asked me to watch this place, and if anyone came in that wasn't them, I could eat them.
Who's they?
Red coats.
Okay.
Or the man with the staff.
Glass staff?
You're talking about my friend Glassstaff.
Your friend? Mm-hmm. And you feel that rifling sensation. I need you to give me
Go for it.
a deception check, please.
Oh God. Okay, well, 12.
I rolled a nat 20.
Sure.
And you you almost feel like the card get pulled out of the catalog. You don't know him.
He is someone I've been looking up to. I've been trying, and then we'll start like casting, Keaton's going to like start, he'll pull out some of his tea leaves and then he'll cast poison spray, not at the creature.
Oh.
But just kind of like trying to show like I've been spending, my colleagues and I've been trying to find him, to learn the ways of
Glass
staff.
Glass staff.
Of Glassstaff, you know, and then we'll kind of just try, and then we'll light one of his lotus flowers he carries for tea, and like throw it up in the air, you know, like
little party trick.
Exactly. I'm just trying to enamor.
Every
Great people
time
do.
that you do one of these spells, these little moments, you can see it like leaning a little bit closer. As enamored isn't the right word, kind of hungry. But it seems to be like it's not charging at your magic. It just is like. It has the anime uwu eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, oh. What's your name?
I'm Sarnak.
Sarnak. Are you too a follower of the mystic arts?
No, I can't do the pretties, but the here it tastes so good. They can feel the power of the magic. It's here, and the wizard said that I could sip on it if I watched over things. And its eye is just enormous. Like, it is all green with a single black dot in the center. It is unnerving in that cat kind of way.
If he says you can sip on the magic, that means he's nearby, right? Is the
He works out of here. Yeah, this is his place.
okay? If this is his place, I'm sure.
Keaton is freaking out, but like not like he's like, what's this kid gonna say?
So when you say sip magic, do you mean it's just he performs a spell and you absorb it, or how do you?
I get to be here, and he's working on things, and it comes. I can't explain it to Two Eyes.
Cute.
Okay, that's great because, as the sir here said, we are looking for Glassstaff, and imagine how much magic we could all do together and how tasty and pretty that would be.
That's not the deal. You're not red cloaks. You're not supposed to be here. I should be able to eat you. Ooh, I bet your magic would taste really good.
What if?
I'm gonna say something real bitchy, but I'm not gonna. Go ahead.
What if you could drink it all?
Drink all of what?
The magic.
What magic? Which magic?
Glassstaff's magic. Wouldn't that be delicious?
I made a deal with him.
Make a deal with us.
I would agree. I'm but a minor magic user. That is why I seek Glassstaff, who has unlimited magical capabilities. That does sound, and then we'll kind of turn. That does sound like a delicious morsel.
The smell of it. I hear him talk sometime of fresh bread, and I think that's equivalent.
Guess what? You're not gonna get fresh bread. You're gonna get the whole bakery.
But only if you don't eat us.
Are you going to give him to me?
That's the plan, as it stands.
We just need to know where he is.
I don't know exactly where. Somewhere in here. It's not a big place, but I stay here in my little corner. It's nice and cool in here.
Where does he like to work?
To the kind of like stops and thinks about that. Like, I don't leave this room, but it's that way-ish. He points up in this direction.
Okay. Well, luckily we are heading in that direction and we can bring Glassstaff to you. Do you need him alive or dead?
He's pretty strong. Probably better dead.
Okay. Yeah. We will bring him to you dead.
Or if we cannot, or if we do bring him to you in a unconscious state or in a state where he's not perished, it will taste even better and sweeter.
Oh, that-
Remind me of your name. It, sir, lady,
Sarnak.
them,
Sarnak.
Sarlacc.
Knack.
No, I know.
Okay.
But now I'll remember it.
Yep.
Okay.
Keaton is also studying movements, studying visuals, just in case. Studying things about this creature.
How do I know you're telling me the truth? I have no surety with you.
Look into our minds. We seek the wizard.
Let me.
Look into my
I mean,
mind.
I can, but let me.
Keaton will allow it.
All right. So you feel, I'm not gonna do the contested roll. Then you can feel that like card flip sensation again.
I will say Keaton is trying to, because he has done a lot of meditation, like from whatever. He's trying to he's focusing on the truth bits of what he's been telling, not the omitted bits.
Of course.
So we are seeking the wizard. We will bring him back out this way.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So we will bring him back
That's
this way.
an interesting distinction that you've just made there.
That's what I'm gonna say.
All right.
And we are meaning to not fight with this creature right now.
Okay.
We will bring him back this way.
And you feel that like it's almost like the tip of a claw kind of plucking at your skin. It's not painful, but it's unpleasant. And as those little bits of knowledge get pulled, and he looks up. All right. All right. But if you choose otherwise, I can come find you, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
You all taste of magic. You taste of blood. You'll be easy to find.
In this, while we're still on a LAN party here,
Yeah.
just because
that takes me back.
just because I overheard some things, I'm just curious if I can just hear the pricklings of a different voice, particularly in the mind of Jonathan.
Ooh, okay. Make me an insight check. Jonathan, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Will poop.
Gay dice.
Yeah, use them.
They're not blessed me today. 11.
12.
Ooh.
You can't hear the voice exactly, but it's kind of like when you're standing in a really large cavern and like you can hear the drips and drips and drips, and somewhere far away is a deep echo of a voice. But it's an echo of an echo of an echo, so distorted that you can't make out anything except that there is something there echoing in the back of Jonathan's mind.
Are we all on the call too, or is that just between?
You are all in the call, but he's the one who's choosing to listen in on a little something else.
All right, and with that, we've seemed to be given Sarnak's blessing. I will. God, I'm a dick. I will just think. Pip, pip, let's go.
Pip, pip, let's go.
Yep.
And I just kind of twitch at the sound of that. I steel myself for a moment and try my best to hide my reaction to that.
Make me a deception check.
Oh, God.
Make me an insight check. Sorry, Jonathan, make me an insight check. Genji, make me an insight check.
Oh, that's much better.
Insight?
Yes, deception, insight.
16.
Son of a bitch! How is it always by one?
You do a very good job of covering for anyone who's not looking for the reaction. He is looking for the reaction. He sees it.
I just kind of do just a brief little glance at him before I wait a second, then start. Just kind of look back at the creature, and then I start following.
All right. And as you all make your way north toward that little passageway, that's where we're going to take our break. So we'll be back in a few moments, and I promise I will get to the bits to the coins as soon as we return. This is a little bit conditional, so I need a moment for it. So we will see you all back here very shortly. Thank you all so much.
Gosh, I don't even remember. It was like... Say some... Is it working?
They fixed. Can y'all hear us now?
Yay!
Yay!
We were talking about ASL interpretation for those
More in
of
the
us.
after dark.
Yeah. For those who couldn't hear us.
Welcome.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Before we went on our lovely little break, the players had made a deal with a one-eyed creature in this cavern that can smell the magic on everyone and blood on some of you. But for the moment, you seem to have struck a deal with this creature, and he has indicated that the wizard Glassstaff is up and to the side. No, you're not quite sure where, because hard to tell. He never leaves this room, but it never leaves this room. Gender is a construct.
Before leaving, can I ask Sarnak what their interaction was before?
With
Glassstaff. Like, have you ever gone up into this tower, or has
No,
he always
no,
been
no, no, no,
here?
no, 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 no. He came in here, and I tried to eat him, and we fought a little bit, and then he said, "Wow, you're very strong and good at this. Can I make a deal with you?" And that was the most extent of the interaction.
How long ago was that?
What's time?
How many bone piles ago was that?
Not that many. Some, but not that many.
Good to know.
Last question. That pile, those are only people who try to intrude?
Yes.
Good for you, Sardak.
I keep my deals.
As will we.
Good. Good.
I've already wandered up
Love
toward
it.
that passage, and I'm trying to look down it and see what I can see.
Trying to peek around.
Yeah, quietly.
Let me see what I can uncover
Very quietly.
here.
Very nice.
Thank you. Trying to work with these individual pieces of cloth is a little challenging sometimes. But as you're looking down this passageway, you can see that there are 2 doors branching off. And I'd like you to make me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Kick the table.
Oh.
10.
Okay. With that, you can hear kind of faintly coming out of one of the doors, murmurs and occasional shouts.
Okay.
To you, as an observer of human nature, it sounds a little bit like people being excited about something.
Normal people, like people, human people.
Sure. In as much as anyone's normal.
Okay. Fair enough. Cool. I'm gonna make my way back to Genji and.
Oh, I would have moved up.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
What do
follow.
you see?
There are 2 doors. It sounds like someone's gotten awful excited in that direction.
Okay.
There's more than one voice.
Good to know. Good to know. Pick up one of the pebbles that I picked up off the ground. Would you mind lighting another one?
Done.
And you see the light from the other side of the room disappear as the pebble in your hand lights up.
Shall I continue taking point?
Can they still hear each other's thoughts?
No,
Okay,
the creature has withdrawn from your minds, and so the party line is now closed.
Good. Because at that moment. Whoa.
It might make more. Should I take point?
I was going to suggest Nox take point, but I let's all take point. No, I'm just kidding.
You're gonna Scooby-Doo around the door.
Are you actually Keaton will put his hand on your shoulder and just be like, are you good?
I'm good.
Go for it. Let's let Jonathan
Okay, so
scout ahead.
I'm going to.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll be right behind.
I'm gonna be very sneaky about this.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh, please, God.
Gay blessings.
Yeah.
Okay, blessings.
19.
All right, you are the knight, or the shadows in this cavern at least. Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna peek to the left.
Down this way?
Yeah.
I would have shared also everything that I shared with.
Because the voices are to the right. I'd rather we clear out.
No, the voices are down this direction.
I look back the others. I just motion left or right, or I look back towards Nox. So I point towards left door or right door.
So sound or currently no sound.
I'm gonna.
This is why
I'm
I
going
wanted
to.
Nox to take
I'm gonna
point.
peek inside the one with the people talking to get a better view of what the heck's
Okay.
going on there.
I wasn't taking point. I'm so confused.
Sorry, just since you're the one who heard the voices, just want to double check and make sure I didn't screw everybody over.
That side.
Okay.
Scooby-Dooing. I love it.
So,
If the question is which way are the voices coming from, that way.
All right.
peeking into that room with your high stealth check, and the door is cracked a little bit open, which is how the sound carried down the hallway the way that it did. You see 4 people, humans, inside, gathered around a table, and now with the door more open, you can hear the rattle of dice being tossed across the table, and some groans and shouts. These people are clearly fairly drunk, and judging by the kind of snarling comment that one of them makes, one of them's winning a lot. Give me an insight check, if you would. Sarah.
Salt Bay throw for the win? Probably not. That's a 9.
It's not hard to tell. They're drunk and they're about this far away from breaking out into a fight.
I just look back, motion just 4 people. Yeah.
For the podcast listeners, he made the gesture of slamming 2 fists together and drinking, and Nox gestured come back.
Yeah. So I come back. And we're not gonna go in there. We're gonna let them handle their own stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
And the other direction.
I'm gonna check that other one as well, and hope that it's a little bit clearer and less drunken.
Peeking inside.
So basically, I just kind of quietly relay the info that just what's happening to be more clear. So, checking out that other hallway then.
Opening that door a little bit, there's kind of an ominous creak as it opens.
It's visibly stiffened.
Grease.
Stop.
Just kidding. Cast grease.
Pause. The sound stops.
You know what? I'm going to use my oil flask
Nice.
on those hinges.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. I can't think of a check that I want you to make for that, so just go ahead.
40.
Yeah.
WD-40 basically is magic,
Yeah,
so,
it's true.
this tracks.
Yeah, I use my oil flask on those hinges, and then I try to open the door.
Okay. The door swings open, much quieter now with those treated with those treated hinges.
Thank God I didn't burn that bush.
Hey-oh.
Oh my.
This room appears to be a wizard's workstation. I did not connect the walls because I was futzing around, and that's what we're dealing with here. Okay. Come here, drat you. There. A large work table is set up with alembics, retorts, distillation coils, and other alchemical devices, all of them stewing and bubbling away. Bookshelves are crowded with sheaves of parchment and strange-looking tomes. It is currently empty.
I motion for one to follow.
Want to go down there?
Yeah. Same. I'm going in.
Quietly, very, very, very quietly.
Quietly.
Super quiet. So quiet.
Everyone go ahead and give me a stealth check if you would.
Oh my god, so quiet. No, quieter.
I know. Well, that's okay.
Oh yeah, very quiet. Nice and
Sounds
quiet.
pretty good.
So quiet.
Yeah, we're going Minnesotan quiet here.
Yeah.
Noted. Thank you.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a bad sign.
Oh dear.
Stop reading my notes.
Oh no.
I got a 23.
Nice.
All right.
5. 12.
And what was yours? Yours was 19?
Yes.
All right.
We are the night.
Essentially.
With the dusk.
Your number does pull the total down somewhat, but you're not loud and clanky. You're just a little bit less quiet than Nox might wish you were. While we're paused here, thank you to Red Dead Coquette. 1 chatspiration to me.
Ooh.
And 1 chatspiration to the players. Yay!
Thank you.
And sure, this is a good time, Genji, as you are not so sneakily sneaking along. You feel something kind of wiggle in your pocket.
Look back and see if Sarnak is following.
As far as you can tell, no.
Put my hand in it.
There's something very soft in your pocket.
soft.
And when you touch it, it kind of squirms.
I'm just gonna go.
And that's really why you get the low roll.
There's something in my pocket.
Get in here. Like, bring him in the room
Yeah.
and close the door. Yeah.
Just without an ounce of irony. Rocks only.
Oh.
You say rocks only, and I reach in and like, and I will pull what it is out.
And as you open your hand, a tiny little pink nose pops out with round ears, and a little mouse peeks out of your hand and looks absolutely terrified.
Remy.
You said there was no mouse. Why is there a mouse?
Is there anything vaguely magical about the mouse? Like, I know druids. Is this a druid?
Are you testing for wild shape? I'm not sure what
Yes.
to test for that. It's not really magic. It just is.
Yeah.
I
I mean, it's the magic that Nox is familiar with. It's
Sure.
land-based magic.
Make me an Arcana check. No, make me a nature check.
Why is there a mouse in my pocket?
19.
There's no magic about this thing.
Oh, it's cute.
It appears to just be a mouse that slipped into Genji's pocket when he was doing the slide along the wall thing.
It's just mouse.
Oh, okay.
You actually have a mouse
Do I get rid of it, or
in your pocket.
should I hold it in my bag, or?
Do you want to keep the mouse?
Yeah, keep it.
Oh,
It probably would feel better if it stayed in its home.
okay. Let it down on the ground. Be free.
It skitters away toward the door. Turns around, comes back, and sits on your boot.
Picks it up, puts it over by the door. Be free.
Comes right back to your boot.
Which doors are they sniffing?
The door leading back out
Okay.
to the hallway.
Can I sleight of hand put some of the cheese from my pouch back into his pocket?
Make me a sleight of
for
hand
fun.
check. Make me a perception check.
Okay. 15.
20.
Oh.
You feel something going into your pocket.
I got another mouse, guys. Why are there
I'm just trying to feed this thing. It's obviously taken a shining to you. Here, and then we'll give him some of the white cheddar that I have.
Oh, okay. Puts it out for the mouse.
Scampers right up onto your hand, picks up the cheese, and just sits on your hand.
Okay. You are going to go right in here. This little paint bag. Not like in paint, but like
Yeah.
in the bag. And you're going to stay there, okay? Okay. Why?
So everyone else knows what's going on. The DM is easily bribed. Duke Fleeg and Seth put in super chats for the mouse fund
my God,
to
I
have a mouse show
love
up in Genji's
that.
pocket.
Oh my god.
I'm easily bribed, so
I love it.
You too can affect the game by just throwing money at us. We are your whores. Throw money at us.
I am a dancing monkey, and I have no shame about that.
Mr. Watashi, would you take a look at these books?
Yes, yeah, as soon as we come in and I recognize the kind of setup of a wizard space, we'll start looking scrolls, stuff like that, see if there's any new spells that are going on, what has been happening with
All right.
what we're looking at.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
Yes, I am. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I am. I haven't
Very
looked
much
at it until
so.
now.
Oh man!
Yeah.
So,
Thanks, Nox.
is anyone else looking through the books as well, or is
Yeah.
it just okay?
I'm specifically
no.
looking to see if I can find anything about necromancy.
No.
About what?
Necromancy.
Okay. So sitting and going through these books, Keaton, you recognize pretty quickly that this is an alchemical setup, and based on your knowledge of brewing, and because potions are not dissimilar from tea, you recognize, this is trying to brew a potion of invisibility, but it doesn't seem to be working. Like he's got a couple of things in the wrong place. You looking at his notes, you're like, oh well, there's your problem.
I am also specialized in alchemist supplies.
Oh, beautiful. So yeah, between the two of you, you're just like this fool right here. Like,
Glass staff.
I am starting to think this might be more of a non-issue than I thought.
Yes. Are there like empty, or not empty vials, but vials of obvious potions that are wrong?
yeah.
I'm gonna pocket those.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Nox, are you looking around as well?
Vaguely, I'm not looking for anything really magical. I'm just kind of taking note of what's here.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm certainly not interested in most of this, so just kind of ambiently keeping an ear out near the door.
Sure. Genji?
Any fun storybooks?
Yes, actually. What languages do you speak?
So many.
Common, Draconic,
So many.
Druidic, and Halfling.
Okay. You unearth a book that is handwritten. It looks like it might be a journal, but you can't really tell because it's written in Dwarvish.
Balls.
Is there another door in here, or is this?
There is another door that leads out. Nox, I'd like you to give me a perception check, please.
Scared. All my dice are
Yeah.
not. They're all high now, so I gotta choose one. Okay. Okay. Is it perception?
Yes.
18.
The door on the other side of the room creaks a little bit as it opens.
Like, opens?
It just opens like this little crack
On its own?
on its own, or so it appears.
We go to that door, and I'm looking through the crack.
All right. As you look through the crack, here we go. Roll initiative.
I knew it. I was reaching for it before you even said it.
Beans!
Balls.
Dang it. I even took a break and I didn't do the thing that I meant to do. I'm really annoyed with myself right now.
Same.
I have not been blessed today. Back to hashtag cursed. Crap.
Hashtag cursed, eh? Ooh. Quite so, apparently. Oh, I know what I can use.
Oh, I'm just mad I ran out of water.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can borrow my
Yeah, no, I'm good.
mug.
I'll cry later with my free action.
There we go. Nox, as you look through this doorway, there's a sudden explosion of wings. Wings in your face. These are not feathered wings. In your brief recoil, these seem to be more scaly than feathery.
Scaly.
20 to 25.
What did I get again?
20 to 15.
18.
Nice.
Oh, thank God.
15 to 10. Okay. 10 to 5.
7.
8.
8.
Oh my God. Who has the highest dexterity?
Well, if you count saving throws, then
Nope.
yes.
Yep.
We're both 16.
Okay.
I'm 17.
You were
Yeah, then you go first.
8?
7.
7. That seems that's right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think Keaton goes before me.
Okay. Well, you can do that. But yeah, there's a sudden explosion of something moving in your face. As you hear this high-pitched shrieking. It's hard to describe it as really anything else other than shrieking.
Balls.
As
Balls indeed.
no, you go.
Yay!
Wait, no,
Balls.
sorry. No,
Oh, flip.
numbers are weird.
I think, flip me and Keaton. There we go.
There we go. Thank goodness.
Love it.
Sorry, addition is difficult sometimes. cool. I didn't actually expect to have to pull this particular sheet open. Give it.
Heroes! We're heroes!
We're confident! No, you're not.
Maybe it's a carpet like a costume or something.
This shrieking thing takes a slash at you, Nox, through the crack in the door. Oof. That's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh, it's a dirty, dirty claw.
8.
All right.
I was about to be like, that's a lot of dice, but it sounded like a clacking of D4s.
You do learn the sound of the different dice after a little bit. I think we're gonna just go ahead and switch over.
Appropriate.
That's about the right volume. All right. This claw just like rakes across your front, dealing 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Now,
don't like that.
3 of that is poison damage, and you are poisoned for 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm glad I gave you that potion.
And for reference, the poisoned condition is the poisoned creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah.
And then it tries to like zip away. You were on guard enough that if you have if you want to like try to punch it or something, I don't think you have a weapon drawn.
No, I don't. So this thing, whatever, flies at my face and
Claws you.
claws me, and I take my hand and try to bat it out of the way. And as I do that, my nails grow longer and sharper, and my hand, the tips of my fingers turn black.
Would I recognize what this is?
Can we see it from our vantage point?
You really can.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think we can see
they're
it.
blocking the door.
Natural 20
Holy
for a 26.
maker. All right, roll me some damage.
I don't think this is gonna do anything because it's poison damage, but it's what I can do.
It's all poison damage? Okay.
8 poison damage.
Okay. With the sheer force of that blow, because like you got freaked out and this thing hurt you real bad, you do manage to like swat it back, and you hear like this yelp as it goes tumbling deeper into the room. You get the impression that the actual damage didn't land.
And as soon as my hand moves away from the creature, it's completely back to normal.
Okay.
And it moved away from me?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to step back a couple of paces.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my
I'm
turn.
gonna count that as your turn. Cat.
I should have made that at disadvantage because
Correct.
I'm
You were poisoned.
No!
Boy, I did not want you to get
That was
anything
a great
else.
roll, though.
That would have been a 15.
Okay. Still adequate to hit, and you did manage to swat it away from you a little ways. So you didn't do damage, but I'm going to give you something.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Something happens. Keaton.
So I'm confused. There was a door into another part of the room. When it came, it flew out. Did Nox knock it back into that room?
Yes.
So it's now in this other room.
Yes.
I'm closing that door.
All right.
I'm just gonna close. I'm gonna go up to the door and I'm gonna close it. Like try and get a peek while I see this like slash back, and while it's like getting its thing, I want to look in really quick, see if I can get how wide the room is or something like that. I guess I wouldn't know that poison doesn't work. And then I'll also cast a little poison spray in there and then just close the door.
Give me a perception check before you go throwing spells around.
Not 20. So that would be not 20.
All right, so looking into this room, it's a bedchamber that you see on the other side of this. The walls of this bedchamber are covered with drapes of scarlet cloth. The furnishings include a small writing desk with a matching chair, a comfortable-looking bed, and a wooden chest at the foot of the bed. Yeah, that's the room. The other thing that you see, though, because there was a little bit of warning, is a piece of the wall is open, and a short, dark, bearded man is getting out through that door. What would you like to do?
Oh no! If
Do
I
it.
do see that, I'm gonna run in.
Oh,
I know, and that's. I don't want to. Matt doesn't want to. Keaton
That's
would
what
do
Keaton
it.
would do.
All right. So this creature is batted over here, and you have plenty of movement
Yeah.
to get in and get up to him if you so
I
choose.
do. I want to try, and I'll try and grapple.
Okay.
Like I want to just try and grab him.
All right. Go ahead and give me a. It's Hang on.
Yeah, I
need to
love
look this up
athletics
again.
for me.
It's been a minute since I've used.
For grappling, athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
That's what I thought.
Oh yeah. Roll that. Or
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Can I use a bit?
I was gonna say,
I'm gonna use
I
a
do
bit.
wish to remind you.
Thank you very much.
Nice catch.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's going to be a 14.
All right. And I countered that with. Okay. All right. So you dart in fast enough that this man seems to be taken off guard. He is holding a strange-looking staff.
It's made of glass.
It is made of glass.
Oh, I wonder who this is.
I have no idea.
And he seems to be a little bit stuck isn't quite the right word, but he's trying to get out through this, but the door isn't open quite wide enough. So he's like struggling with it. He's not a strong person. You know, wizards.
Sure. I know.
And you like wrap your arms around him in a bear hug, and you
Onto
are
the bed.
successfully grappling him.
Okay. Can I try and bring him onto the bed, or is it just a grapple?
Sure, you can
Yeah,
do
just
anything.
like-
Sexy little heart desire.
I just
There's a
want to
wizard on a bed.
like roll him onto something that's like a.
Sure.
Yeah. We got 2 in here. We'll yell that back to the group, the rest of the group. Cute.
That's how you do it.
I got a big old glass staff in bed.
I was waiting for someone to make the joke. I wasn't going to.
Oh, yep.
I
There
got
it
glass
is.
staff in bed, guys. Got glass staff in bed.
Are you on top?
Currently.
Okay. I need to know if I'm gonna
We might-
throw
yeah.
stuff.
We might verse it up.
I need to know for the fanfic.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Please, for the love of God, be careful.
Yeah.
If he's an necromancer, you might get a glass staff infection.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, stars and stones.
Good.
Would you
I'll
like
see
to do
myself.
anything else, Keaton, besides
No, I
make
just wanna
ribald jokes?
Stay there. Yeah, no, stay there and yeah, that's it. That reminds me though. Is there light in these rooms or no? Like are there
yes.
torches or something?
On the writing desk, there are lanterns on either side, so there's
Perfect. Just wanna
plenty
make
of
sure we
light
can
in
see.
here.
Okay, cool, great. That's it.
All right. Cool. Jonathan.
Well, first off, do my little rite of the flame.
All right.
Please. Low roll. That's all I'm asking. Why?
Come on, 3.
At least it wasn't max. I'll take what I can get. So that brings it down to 15 HP.
Ouch.
But I now have my little flamey sword, and I'm going to. Does this technically count as a flank? Given where.
Yes. I will give you that one because he is engaged with an enemy, so sure. I'll give you that one.
Ooh.
Nice.
That is a 23.
What are you hitting?
That little flying son of a gun.
Sure thing. Also, what are your abilities for?
So basically, I can now deal 4 fire damage on top of
Not that. The Fey Fiend.
Oh, if it is Fey, Fiend, or Undead, I have advantage on Knowledge Recollection.
Good to know. This is a Quasit. It's a tiny demon.
Oh.
Send it back.
That is a... What stat would that be if I'm trying to recall knowledge on it?
History.
History. So that'd be a 15.
Oh yeah. This is taken like a flying form, so it looks more like a bat than anything else, which is what scared the shit out of Nox.
Right.
And then the clawed at them. But you know quite a bit about Quasits. They're usually used as like spies and messengers, and you suspect, given where you are and what's going on, this is probably that guy's familiar.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if it will be its former familiar.
I mean, you rolled what, a 23 to hit it?
Yep.
Roll me some damage.
Okay. That would be in 11.
You cut straight through it, and the pieces scatter in all directions as it. And you hear from underneath you, Keaton, a kind of a muffled yell as this thing disapparates.
How does it sound though? Is it like?
Oh, it's a bit of bondage.
I just see the three of them look in the room, and I'm like, hey guys. What's going on?
Also, from Red Dead Coquette, we have a bit to Jonathan for the pun.
I appreciate it.
I do not grant punspiration.
Deserved.
However, if you our wonderful viewers would like to grant punspiration, you are welcome to.
That's so
Much obliged.
That's very funny. That was
All right, up next, Genji.
Speaking of stars and stones, Genji boy will go in there and have a pebble at the ready and just be like, Mr. Keaton, and he's just gonna wait for an open moment to just like throw a rock at him.
So you are holding your action until the wizard is revealed?
Yes.
All right.
That's it.
Sure.
Sounds good. Nox.
I'm reaching into a pocket and I am taking out a few leaves. I'm chewing them up, and I am taking that poultice and applying it to where I've been scratched. It's like, it's really like juicy. Like I'm trying to get a lot of spit in it and like wipe it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So you
Description
tell
is
me.
fine, sound is not.
You tell me how you want to do this. So this is Birthwort.
Okay.
If the juice is applied to a poisonous bite or sting within 1 round of the wounding, the character receives an additional +2 on their saving throw versus poison. The effect only works once on any particular poison attack.
I will let you go ahead and make another Constitution check and add that +2 to it. And if you succeed, then you are no longer poisoned. If you don't, then you stay poisoned for the duration.
Okay,
Sound fair?
Yes. No. Very no.
It won't. It won't.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 5.
It won't. Yeah.
It's very no. 6, 7. 7 is the total.
It might. DC's
I
not.
mean, we-
DC's
Do
not
it.
high.
It was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You got it in my dice tray back here.
Oh, dang.
It's a D6, right?
Yes.
Okay. 8.
It won't.
It was a valiant attempt, but no, you like your movements are kind of slowed because I don't know if you've run across like demon poison before, so it's slowing your reflexes. Your senses are a bit muddled, and it's hard to think right now.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
All right. Underneath you, Keaton. Our boy's gonna try to break the grapple.
Yeah. Valid.
Kept that open. So he's like trying to roll you off of him, off of the bed. Oh my god. Just give me the rules. I don't want to know the
But what's your backstory?
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Like really? Like what traumatic part of
Where
your
did
childhood
you grow up? Yeah.
Yeah.
made you come to this point?
What does that tapestry mean to you on the wall?
You strike me down with exposition, I'll strike back 10 times harder.
I will tell you my life story.
He is going to attempt to break free. It's athletics or acrobatics to break free?
Athletics or acrobatics, and then you still have athletics.
I get to, okay.
Yeah.
I love him.
But Daddy, I love him.
Daddy, I love him.
I got a 14.
Nat 20, so that'll be a 25. I'm just,
Yeah, you-
aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, at this point, he's like, you're like wrapped around him in a way that is kind of inappropriate, to be perfectly honest.
Welcome to Phandelver
Yeah,
below.
exactly.
That's his turn. That's all he could do. Keaton.
I mean, Glassstaff is below.
Honestly, I kind of just want to get everyone in here. Like, I feel like I have him in such a a prone position that at this point, let's just.
We could probably all just sit on
Yeah,
him.
it's just like we got him.
I did not think that through.
It's not.
Hey, I think I've got him in a good position. Can we disarm him? Can we remove his staff? Is he holding on to? I mean, like, I don't know what he's doing.
He is hanging on to a staff like a death grip.
Let's try and get rid of the staff.
Are you making that attempt?
I don't want to because I want to keep this.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if a nat 20 can let me do that. Then sure, but I don't.
I'm gonna say the nat 20 was to keep him pinned in place.
So
and
I don't
that
want.
was,
I don't want to
You were
try
focusing on controlling flailing limbs.
I want to continue to just hold him down.
All right, Jonathan.
I'm going to try and disarm that hand of his.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you?
Okay, Salt Bay Throw, don't fail me now.
Gay.
In the box.
Come! We try that again.
Oh, that's not bad.
Still good. Another 19.
All right, against my 11, you wrench, like you kind of twist it toward the thumb, which is like the weakest part of any grip, and like his whole arm rolls. Like you're almost afraid you're gonna break his arm before he finally lets go with a yelp of pain.
Basically, just like letting go of the notch of my shield. It's just kind of.
Yeah, basically. I'm gonna count that as your action. Is there anything else that you would like to do as far as movement? Or a bonus action?
I don't. I'm guessing. Did he drop the staff, or is he still holding on to it?
Didn't you grab the staff and wrenched it out? You are holding the staff currently.
You are the wizard.
Staff in one hand, flaming sword in the other. You're Gandalfing it up here.
Great. So his younger version would have been played by Timothy Chalamet. Now I know.
Yes.
I just like walk away. You know, like. To just make as much distance as I can, so he can't like actually grip the staff.
Summon it.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, actually, yes, I do have a thing. Can I recall info about poison and what we can do to possibly cure that?
What would you like to use in order to recall about poison?
Because I was trying to say, because if it's demons, I'm trying to think of what would be an intelligence check that I could think about that would work well with it. So I'm not sure if that'd be, because that would be less a medicine, because I'm not sure if that'd be more of a medicine, more of an arcana thing.
Kind of like a nature roll, really, because it's naturally part of them.
Let's do that then.
But based on your previous roll with Quasits, you know that it's going to slow them down, but it's not going to cause more damage.
Yeah. But is there a way to expedite the process of getting it out of the system?
Not short of what they tried.
Crap. Okay, so basically just hope for the best for Constitution.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just gonna make as much distance as I can so he can't get that thing, and I'm going to end my, unless I can bat him in the head with my hilt to try and knock him out.
No. You got the
Fair.
staff. So
I just want to check.
Are you leaving the room?
Yeah, I'd actually prefer to get out of the room. So,
Out of
like
the
I
room
said,
entirely?
make as much distance from him.
I love it. Sorry, I just think it's so funny. Give us
You're, like,
some alone
back.
time. Thank you. Get the step. Where's everybody going? This perv Genji is just going. with his little magic thing.
like here.
Yeah.
Just watching.
All right.
Okay.
Genji.
Mr. Keaton, you really didn't roll over, okay?
Kind of trying to hold him down so that he won't escape.
Oh, true. Okay, and like we'll look into his pack and find some rope. Okay, well, evildoer, you. And I will pull out some rope and start tying him up. Well, evildoer, you must understand that we had to do what we gotta do here, but please stop resisting so that way we can get this done in an orderly fashion, please.
I would like you to make me a strength check. It is an advantage because he's being grappled, but...
Please just work with me here. That will be a 19.
He's kind of desperate with a dirty 20.
Oh!
He's kicking.
We can't after it's been called done.
Curses.
Oh, can we? Can we use a bit?
Oh!
Should we use
Use a bit!
Yes.
If
21.
someone give me a bit.
Give it.
Yoit.
Oh.
All right.
Thank you.
It takes some work. Like you're sweating, but as you're like wrapping the rope around his ankles, which is the closest thing that you can get to first to try and at least slow down the kicking.
Sir, I'm trying.
Sir,
I was doing
sir.
a speech. Please just hold still. You are an evildoer, and this is what we must do.
His foot comes loose long enough to like catch you in the
Ow!
Like, doing no damage, but
Do I see this through the door?
oh yeah. But you are able to get his feet restrained, and that's all I'm going to let you do in 6 seconds. Nox.
I'm sweating now. I look really pale, paler than I usually do. I'm taking off my bandana. I'm kind of like whipping it around so it's like a
Tourniquet or something.
no, just like a one long tube of fabric, and I'm waltzing in, and I'm gonna shove that fabric in his mouth and tie the bandana around it.
Love it.
All right. Good call. Remove the verbal components. I'm gonna say sleight of hand for that one, or a dexterity check of some variety, because he's flailing, but it's not really a strength thing.
Since he's tied up, would she get or would they get advantage on it as well?
No, because it's just their feet that are tied, and they're still able to like whip worm basically to try to get the head away.
13.
Okay. It takes some work, and he almost bites you a couple of times, especially because your hands are shaking with the poison.
Wait,
did you?
Nope. 13.
Okay.
Nice.
Your hands are shaking with the poison, but you are able to like focus and like he moves like this, he moves like this. He kind of settles into like a pattern, and you're like yank or jam rather, and then get it tied into place. So. Mouth and feet are restrained at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and take us out of combat.
Say we can do this all.
Stop! Stop it, please!
Your hair is starting to come out of its top knot a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little floppy, and it's like one of the strands you can see. He has very long hair, but it is kept up top. Okay.
I'm opening up the drawer in there. I'm dumping it on the floor and looking through it. And that little armoire, whatever that is, if it has drawers. If not, I'm opening it up and rifling through it.
Really, what there is the desk. That's the desk. There's like dumping things out and like spreading everything out. There's a lot of like papers and notes that are stacked up on the desk. Like a quick flick through, you recognize this sort of thing as being like orders to apothecaries and alchemists. Like you recognize all of the herbs and things that he has been trying to use unsuccessfully. But as you dump out that drawer, more papers go scattering, but you see a round tube letter roll across the floor, and it lands with a wax seal face down.
Wax seal.
Looking at the wax seal, the symbol is the shape of a spider.
The spider.
Cool. Putting that in my bag.
Okay.
Gathering all of the papers, putting them in my bag. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
Yeah, Keaton will hop off of glass staff once, like, it's kind of
Thank you.
understood.
I was about to tie you to him.
Yeah. Thank you, Genji. That won't be necessary. But you're wishing that that invisibility potion worked, aren't you? Glass staff, I presume.
And he nods.
I'm gonna make sure that door in that other room is closed. I just realized the one
This door?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna first came in.
Click.
Lock.
Yeah. From the sounds from the other room, it sounds like there might have been a fight that broke out in there too. So it's unlikely that they heard any of the weird noises from in here.
What luck?
But you are now enclosed within the wizard's quarters and his laboratory.
I'm curious where you were coming from.
He just sort of like, have you gotten off him at this point?
Yeah, yeah.
He's gonna actually like sit up slowly, so as to not like incur immediate wrath, putting his hands on the bed for balance. Feet come swinging down away from you.
I'm trying to tie him
Tying
up
his arms?
as like I have 50 foot of rope. I'm just.
Okay.
You can turn him into a cocoon.
Yep.
I guess if he is sufficiently tied up where he can't use his hands and stuff like that, I'll pull down his gag.
Sure, he's reasonably well restrained at this point, but he is able to like sit himself up. Well, my good fellows, that was rather unnecessary.
Was it?
When you come bursting into my home and behave in such abominable ways, yes, I would rather say so.
That's so funny.
Sorry, I've killed Matt.
I just think it's so funny. You have such justified reasoning as the DM, and I'm like, wait, we did just kind of burst into this person's home. But with good reason. We're
May
looking
I
for.
ask, what in the name of the hells are you doing here?
We're looking for some people
Whomst?
from the town.
Oh, the prisoners.
Right, the prisoners.
Right, what about them?
What's going on here?
Well, there were some unfortunate events.
Enlighten us.
Well, when you are... I'm gesturing like his hands are free. They are
I love
not.
that.
Just a little.
When you are looking for such great treasures, as one does, then the little side things that you try to... I'm looking for things, and people keep trying to interfere.
Who?
Well, people who are standing up against the Red Brands and others.
Are you part of the Red Brands?
More like they work for me. In a manner of speaking, they give me what I want, which is control over the town and the ability to continue my studies and my searches for the damn cave uninhibited, and they get what they want, which is, well, boorish pursuits.
Cave with treasures for...
Oh, treasures are boring, but the ability to create things. Wave Echo Cave. Were you born yesterday?
My ears perk up at that.
Say it again.
Wave Echo Cave,
That's the place where they
where the forge is.
make magical items.
And you think it's here or nearby, or...
It's. I'm working with a fellow known as the Spider, who is searching for it. We agreed to work together to keep people from getting too close to it, and then we reap the benefits.
Have you met this spider?
Once or twice.
We are looking for some people that were taken to the spider.
Yeah. Where's the dwarf?
Which one?
Within the past, what is it? We've only been here a few days.
Yeah, 4 days, maybe?
It's, I think,
mean, you've only been here for like a day.
I think it's been a week though since
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's been longer since he's been.
Sure. So last week there was a shipment that was heading into Phandelver that was.
Oh. Well, that was the brothers, right?
Correct.
Them. I believe that he might be at Cragmaw Castle. He knows where this cave is, allegedly, and the spider wants to know. And
New information.
And, well, I don't know where it is, and neither does he. The spider, that is. Drow fellow.
So do you have any, and then we'll kind of reference the papers that I don't know if they're all gone or not, but we'll be kind
They're
of
all in the bag now.
That's so funny. I'll be like, a map. Do you have a map to Cragmaw Castle?
Oh, goodness, no, not me. I don't know where that
But
is.
you know where it is. You don't know where it is.
Why would I know where it is?
Then where did Spider meet you?
He would come here. Much more useful. Keep an eye on everything. I mean, he would come at night, drow fellow, so.
Can you reach out to him?
I don't reach out to him. He's the spider. He has the web all over the place. I'll reach out when he's ready.
If he has a web, do you know who else is in the web?
I think I'm one of the only humans that properly knows anything, and all the rest of it is bugbears and goblins that are getting orders.
Insight.
Sure.
Balls. 10.
You get the impression he's telling the truth, but it's hard to tell. This is the sort of he's a lordly type. They lie as easily as they breathe, but you get the impression he might be telling the truth.
He's also revealing a lot of information without any kind of provocation. I was like, I don't know how much of this I'm believing, to be honest.
You say he's a bit of a lordly type?
Yes.
Okay.
From the streets?
I'd like to expand my mental awareness and call out to our good friend Sarnak.
Like, think real loud at them?
I don't think I need to think real loud. Mm-hmm. I think I'm just gonna think, Sarnak, can you help us?
Let me check something quickly.
Don't know if it will work, but we will see.
It's always worth a try. Let me...
With our powers combined, maybe we can help you.
Oh,
Extend
will you be Captain
your
Planet?
Wi-Fi. Yeah, exactly. Extend the Wi-Fi
Oh my god, that would be a really
signal
good cosplay for you, actually.
out. Captain Planet? Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Maybe.
Just don't do the Tin Man Wizard of Oz thing where you cover up all your pores and then you can't breathe.
Oh, yeah.
no, don't do that.
I never thought about it. Maybe I'll do Captain Planet.
Watsy, when you give a creature telepathy, I need a range.
Make it up.
I was checking to see if it was in here, but I'm not seeing anything in here, and I don't intend to spend much more time reading it. No, I am not asking for help. Thank you all very much.
You just make it up. It doesn't even matter.
What's the vibe?
The vibe is you get like the sniffing feeling in the back of your mind, like a predator that's listening. That like summertime. Yes.
Can you do us a little favor before you indulge yourself?
Maybe.
Oh, I just want to see what's inside this terrible person's mind. Would you help me with that?
I have to see him.
Why don't you come on in here?
Oh. But it's so cold in here and lovely, and it's too warm in there. There's fire.
Too warm. No fire. Okay. We'll bring him to you. No.
Field trip?
Come back out and say, I think we should go visit a friend of ours.
Do we have a friend?
Understood. We do have a friend.
Our friend loves bones.
Genji didn't see any of the bones. He loves,
Yeah.
or who loves bones?
Our wizard friend here knows what friend we're talking about.
And certainly Glassstaff has gone a little bit pale. And here I thought that you had defeated my watcher at the gate.
Oh no.
I see.
Come with us. And then Will kind of, is he to the bed? How did you tie him? Or is he like a mummy?
Full wraparound of
What? Yeah.
And shh, it's okay. Shh. Open your please. Open your mouth, please. Oh God. Put clamps down the nose.
Enough of it. Keaton's gonna, Keaton's gonna like chop the back of his head to make him scream. Yeah. That's what he does. Yeah.
Okay. Shh. It's okay. Shh. Stop, please
The
stop.
look he's giving you.
I can see that you're a man of refinement. I am one too. And he's just trying to make it like, like when the doctors put you under. And he's just like, I am one of refinement too. I also grew up on the streets and it's just shh.
Okay. And then to the streets.
To the streets.
Yeah.
Make me a strength check if you would.
Sure.
I'll assist.
Do I add anything to
Yes,
it?
you're
up here? It's gonna be a 9. 22.
Oh goodness. Yeah, you're
20,
able
21,
to
21.
easily yeet this much smaller person up onto your shoulder and just haul him through.
To the streets.
I'll lead the way out to Sarnak.
And when you get out there, you see like that single eye peeking up above the bottom of the crevasse.
And I will think. Earlier, you were able to connect my companions and I. Would you be willing to do the same for Mr. Glassstaff?
What are you looking for?
People. Innocent people.
Oh, the people who smell like that, and it indicates the pile of bones.
Jonathan tenses up when he hears that.
He didn't let me eat them.
Okay, well, that's clearer. Yes, people who smell like that.
And he all right, sure, I'll do an opposed check on myself.
I love it.
Okay. My purple and green one, which is the one that I had designated as being like nobility, nat 1.
Hey.
Cool. So like you can almost hear like the card catalog flipping, and then let's like, and then okay. And instead of like trying to transmit it via words, he pushes the picture of it into your head, like.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can almost see like the diagram of the entire underground area with like this glowing little beep beep beep. It's over here.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Can you pull anything out about the spider that we're missing? Maybe what he looks like.
Shh. Die, I swear to God. That's 2 nat ones in a row.
8.
Maker's mercy.
My curse has moved.
Yeah.
Well, Glassstaff is kind of a piece of work. Drow. Dark skin, white hair, scary eyes.
Can you show me?
Pushes the image of it into your head.
Were you in a LAN party, or is it just
Sure, if you want to be.
just so we can all see? Yeah, so we can all.
Yes.
Let me see if I can. Nope, that is something else. I want to see if I can find a picture of this
Ah, awesome.
person. Oh, stars and stones.
You can always send it to us later.
Could mental mind it. Or
Yeah. Mind meld.
Was not expecting this.
Sorry.
Genji just squatting
You're
in
fine.
front of Glassstaff. And since we're all linked up in the party, it's just like the thoughts are like, did you know that there are other coins other than gold? Like, it's very interesting to me that they've decided to divide up all of the...
Genji, we can all
We
hear
can hear you from the streets.
Oh, right. Yes, evil doer. Just...
Is Glassstaff responding to anything, or is Glassstaff's mind just kind of also trying to block us out? Does that make sense?
It's definitely trying to block everyone out. With 2 nat 1s, he's gotten pulled into
so
the
we're
party
getting-
line
okay.
whether he wants to or not.
Just because Genji's just barraging him with
Yes.
info.
Yeah.
I think Keaton wants to kind of rummage. I don't know if Keaton's allowed to, or do we have to ask Sarnak?
You're gonna have to ask
That's okay.
Sarnak.
It's okay. That's Sarnak.
You get an image of a roguish-looking drow man, about half a foot taller than Glassstaff, because he recalls like looking up at him.
How tall
And
is Glassstaff?
Glassstaff is about 5'6", 5'5", 5'6".
man.
A short king.
Short king.
Gorgeous, we stan it.
So if you said about a few inches taller?
About half a foot taller.
Half a foot.
So
6
he's
feet.
Okay.
around 6 foot, 6'1".
Okay, so...
Keaton's
Okay. Genji's height.
Genji is 6 feet tall.
Exposition!
I've been imagining like a 4'11". I'm not exaggerating. Did you say his height when we first started?
I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's even funnier. Come on, kid. Yeah.
Anything else we would like to ask of Sarnak before we allow him his feast?
Sarnak, do you mind if, can we just see his last encounter with the spider? Just the last little, if we can find any dialogue between the two. You know, like kind of like going back to...
Kind of shuffles through and it's like, it's kind of patchy.
Oh.
Understood.
Like,
And then you hear it shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Letter. Got a letter recently.
Letter. Oh.
I have that.
Oh. Good for you, Nox. Wow.
Is it patchy like it shouldn't be?
Older memories, harder to hang on to, exactitudes.
I see. Are there any other questions?
No. I think it's time for Sarnak to get,
And
what we promised.
Glassstaff realizes what you mean by that and starts struggling fiercely. There's nothing he can do.
Is there anything I could put him out of his misery? No.
Well, is he going to, Sarnak, just curious, are you just eating his magic essence, or are you going to...
Everything.
Oh. I have a request.
I mean, your friend knows life is in the blood.
I have a request, Sarnak. No. What?
Your friend knows. Life is in the blood. Power is in the blood.
Now Jonathan's mom. Your chat room is closed. Yeah, exactly.
Out of the land party.
Jonathan has left the
Welcome
chat.
to a dead end!
Jonathan has left the chat. That's so good. Oh, right. Do you mind just, again, completely yours, but do you mind if we just keep him cognizant for a little while longer? We may have more questions later.
How long?
End of the day?
Yeah, maybe just for a little while. We are doing a little, continuing our own search, physical search through this space, so we may need to come back and ask some questions. Again, he won't need magic for that, so please, think of it as a aperitif, or a,
Sometimes it's fun to play with your food.
This thing smiles with far too many teeth. All right. But if not by and you can almost feel it like reaching for a sense of time out of at least Glassstaff's mind. All right, but I will eat him if it's end of day.
Sure.
That's the deal.
Yeah.
How do we get across these bridges, by the way?
Oh, don't. They fall.
Can we go around somehow?
There is kind of an around, like up and around the edge. I couldn't get it precise, but there is
Okay, got
an around the top of the crevasse. Also, if you go down into it and come back up, it's not difficult terrain. It's just not something you want to fall into. And if you're not in communication with this particular entity, it will attack you when you go down there. So you can just go down and back up if you so choose. One thing that did get pressed into your mind is that the quickest way, they're both kind of roundabout, but the quickest way is up and over, and you get the very sharp impression of a secret door like the one that was in Glassstaff's quarters that you need to go through.
Where?
When you're going to where the prisoners are,
Oh, I
the quickest way is to go up this way, and go through a secret door that kind of pings on your map.
Okay. I have a mental map now. We all have a mental
we have a mental
map
map. So, Nick, thank you so much. And can I ask, do you mind just indulging out of sight? Because I may need to use something that I've just learned from this wizard, and may need to, shall we say, look similar to him.
Oh, you need him? Oh.
Yes, so can you
Under
just...
the bridge.
Under the bridge.
All of the claws come out and latch into the ropes, and hauls it down and lays him on the ground next to the goblin corpses. And you can hear the retching sounds of someone who's getting face to face with the smell of death, but is trapped where he is.
Love it. We'll take this moment to cast Disguise Self. I want to look just like the wizard.
Okay.
Glassstaff. Because we're going to go through we're all going to go through this together, I think.
All right. And I think that's where we're going to leave it for tonight as they prepare to dive deeper into the secrets underneath the manor and within the Red Brand's hideout. So thank you all so much for joining us. I forgot I had a thing. So thank you all so much for watching. We have, again, a full week's worth of stuff going on. Tomorrow, Alondra and company are going to be continuing Death House Revisited as the house gets ever more terrifying. The Redacted Reports is currently on hiatus. Keep an eye on the socials for announcements of things to come, but for the moment, I am taking a well-needed rest from the editing so that I can have my brain not explode out my ears. But Inspiration Point is continuing. A new episode drops on Thursday. The topic is Just Do It, or jumping into GMing. And, yeah, that I actually fully intend to use that meme when I do the social post, because, obviously. And happy news for everyone who may not have seen it yet in the Discord. The Arena of the 5 E's is happening this Saturday, October 28th. I believe it is at 6 p.m., but don't quote me on that. But it's happening this Saturday, October 28th. Patrons, if you haven't yet, go and check the Guild Hall. Alondra has dropped all of the information in there, and we'll get to see who's going to be at this table and in this chair on Saturday. We're all very excited for it. So in the meantime, support us this week by leaving a comment on one of your favorite videos on our YouTube. Check out our shorts. We have a whole bunch of fun shorts of the funny moments that happen around here.
From the streets.
And consider joining our Patreon so that you can join in on the conversation that we are about to go and have as we go into the After Dark. So thank you all again so much, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.